Now recording.
Hello and welcome back to the Timeout Corner Podcast. My name is JJ and I'll be hosting alongside my luxurious co-host Alfie. Hello, Alfie.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. How are you today?
Pretty good. I got a tooth filling yesterday. I've told you about that.
Yes.
That was it was very long for an unnecessary reason. I don't know why.
Really? Did it hurt?
Not really. It was just very uncomfortable. They were just like putting like 20 things in my mouth at once, and I felt like my mouth was just like fully open, like completely open for like an hour straight.
Dude, yeah, it
My
drives me out. It's a pain. They have to
yeah, my mouth was tired.
yes, I'm sure.
What were you saying? They have to what?
Like he gets so much large objects in that tiny little space just for the tooth. You know what I mean? Like usually
Yeah.
one hand, sometimes two hands alongside the tools they're using and all that. It's a pain.
Yeah. And I had to get numbing on one side. I felt like after like I could barely move my lip, and it was like felt like I just had like a seizure or something.
Yeah, you're just dying slowly and the
Yeah.
stuff is. Last time I got
Yeah.
a numbing on my right side, I believe. I almost passed out. I don't know why.
Oh,
They had to like hydrate me.
that's interesting.
Yes, it was the first time I had ever been numbed and I did
Yeah.
I got all flushed, they said, and I almost passed out.
You should fire them. I don't know how you almost pass out from that.
I don't know either. I mean, they said that it
Shit.
was because I hadn't eaten breakfast. But it was like
Mm,
9 a.m. Like it wasn't like 2 in the afternoon or something.
yeah,
it was
that
strange.
is weird.
Yes. Yeah. For the people watching, you may be wondering, why is there an episode the week after we just did an episode? We missed a few weeks in the build up to the guest episode with Spencer from Don and the Capos. So we are doing this episode to kind of catch us up in a way, give the people what they want. This episode should release on October 6th, and then the next one after this will be October 20th, and then we'll go back to, and then that'll put us back into the every 2 week schedule, back to normal, until we miss
Yes,
another.
we're being very generous for you guys.
Yes, you should be very thankful for this. Yes, we're looking out for your best interest at this point.
100%.
Yes. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we? First article up here. Earth will have a temporary, in quote, mini moon for 2 months. Earth's moon will soon have some company. The mini moon is actually an asteroid about the size of a school bus, at around 33 feet long or in size. It just says at school 33 feet. When it whizzes by Earth on Sunday, it will be temporarily trapped by our planet's gravity and orbit the globe, but only for about 2 months. The space rock, which has a name 2024 PT5 for the space nerds out there, was first spotted in August by astronomers at a University of Madrid using a powerful telescope located in Sutherland, South Africa. These short-lived mini-moons are likely more common than we realized, said Richard Benzil. The last known one was detected in 2020. This happens with some frequency, but we rarely see them because they're very small and very hard to detect. Only recently has our survey capability reached the point of spotting them routinely. They won't. This one won't even be visible to the naked eye, it says, or through amateur telescopes. I don't understand. So we're gonna get a mini moon for 2 months, but we won't be able to see it.
Well, I was extremely skeptical of the title kind of implies that we like
Yeah.
common general visibility for
Yes, yeah, it does. I was like, oh, score,
Yeah,
that'll be cool. Then it says you will only have to have relatively large research-grade telescopes.
yeah, that's intentionally misleading.
Yes, I apologize to the viewers who got really hyped up for the beginning of this reading.
Yeah, everyone who's listening to this podcast is jumping in their chair,
Yeah,
excited.
they were like, yes, they ran to the window if they're listening to it at night. They're like, we gotta see it. So yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. People, there will be a mini moon that nobody will be able to see. They could lie to you.
I mean,
They could just show
yeah,
they could just show you CGI pictures. It could all be fake. You know what I mean?
yeah, huge like hologram in the sky.
Exactly. Well, I mean, even the mini moon.
Yeah,
We'll never, yeah, you never know if it even existed. This could just be a myth.
yeah,
Could just be a large social experiment.
a cash grab. Could you imagine some
Yeah.
major event?
Yeah. All the festivals.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay. It
Can't
says
believe that.
it says it's not clear if the space rock originated as an asteroid or as a quote a chunk of the moon that got blasted out. End quote. The mini moon will circle the globe for almost 57 days, but won't complete a full orbit. On November 25th, it will part ways with the Earth and continue its solo trajectory through the cosmos. It's expected to pass by again in 2025. I don't know how they can project that.
2055.
2055. Oh, that's my bad. My bad. How can they even project that? If it's just going to keep going by the Earth, how do they know it's going to circle back by then? Are they saying that the
Maybe
universe
it
is
gets
just
caught. It
one?
gets caught
Yeah, but how could they possibly
in
know
another
that?
orbit, and like
How could
I
they
don't know. I'm not
possibly?
a scientist or astronomer or yeah. I don't know, but I still think it's funny how it says with that misleading title in the first or the second paragraph says it'll be the size of a school bus.
Yeah.
Do you think you could see a school bus
I
all the
guess.
way up in the sky
I
like that?
guess not. My goodness. Could you imagine riding that to
Huh.
school?
Riding it from or riding like to school on the moon.
Right. Like riding a giant rock instead of a school bus.
Yeah, I don't take the bus, but I could imagine it.
Yes. It would be interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
we have a third host.
Oh yeah, the occasional one that
Yes, the
just
occasional. He or she, I can't remember.
see.
She pops in every now and then. Just says hello.
Yeah.
This is, I believe, the second ever appearance. If you're watching on the lower quality version on YouTube,
I think it was the third.
third, third appearance.
Well, well, I think for my first one as a co-host, I don't think she like sometimes she'll jump on the desk,
Yeah,
but I don't for the first one where I was a co-host, I think she just walked around in the background. I could be wrong, but
I don't remember if and I don't remember if she was there for the when you were a guest, possibly, but I don't remember.
when I was a guest, I
L-
don't think so.
Somewhere in there.
Let's just watch it right now. Watch the whole thing
Yes, that's what
in the
this
middle.
this podcast is just going to be us listening to a podcast that's already been released.
Yeah,
That'd be if we ever run out of content, we should do that. Just reactions. All right.
reactions
Welcome
are
to the
around.
Timeout Corner Podcast. Today we will be listening to the Timeout Corner Podcast.
Yeah, just reaction over reaction.
Yeah, we react to it. I remember when I said that. That was funny.
We
And
might get famous off of it. You never know.
yeah, you never know. Yeah. And then we just react, and then eventually, when we run out of content to react to, we will react to our reactions. And then,
Like criticize ourselves.
yeah. How dare I react that way? But yes.
Yeah,
Anything else you'd like to say on the invisible mini moon that we'll have for 52 days?
it's just. I mean, I've seen like a certain hype on the internet,
Yeah.
but it's just unnecessary hype.
It
Just why?
it
You won't
is.
even see it. It'll just.
Exactly. I don't understand. What yeah. It's
I feel like there's more hype, or there's more hype for this than the solar eclipse. I
yeah.
don't know.
It's really random because unless you somehow have a industrial grade large telescope, you're not even gonna be able to see it. I don't
No,
understand.
yeah.
I do not understand. But yes, there you go. If you happen to have one, take pictures and email them to us. If you happen to have one of those large telescopes, we will look at them on the podcast.
I wonder the impact if it hit Earth.
You think? Yeah, I don't know. The size of a school bus. I mean, I would imagine it could probably like make a pretty good sized crater.
Yeah.
But you think it would like cause like if it hit in a city, you think it would cause damage? Like crazy damage?
Maybe like a good chunk of it. Nothing like what do you call it? Hiroshima.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
What would happen if an asteroid hit Earth? I'll just say asteroid.
We could be completely wrong about all this.
But
It
yeah,
could.
so we're not
Yeah.
scientists. That's what we need to check.
Yeah. This is just our guess. We're just random 17-year-olds.
Of course. Of Google's failing me. Okay, it says it wouldn't even hit Earth.
What do you mean?
An asteroid of
Oh,
that size, it says, would break up into smaller pieces before it hit
that's
Earth.
actually.
So little tiny rocks would hit Earth, but nothing major. Which is good, I guess, in case that school bus one starts plummeting towards the Earth.
Yeah. Instead of a snow day,
Yeah.
raining rock day.
Yes. Death Day.
Yeah, death day.
Yes. All right. Next up here. This is it says the ancient jar smashed by a 4-year-old is back on display at a museum after repair. A rare Bronze Era jar accidentally smashed by a 4-year-old visiting a museum was back on display Wednesday after restoration experts were able to carefully piece the artifact back together. Last month, a family from northern Israel was visiting the museum with their youngest son, or when their youngest son tipped over the jar, which smashed into pieces. Okay, let's pause there. If you have a 4-year-old son and you're walking through a museum, you should keep him somewhat close. Because this does not just happen if you're watching your kid properly.
Yeah.
This could have been as old as 1500 BC. And this kid just knocked it over. It just fell. Like, I
Oh,
don't.
that's so funny. This quote, please let that not be my child, was the first thought that raced through his head.
It says Alex, the boy's father, and his son, the youngest of three, is exceptionally curious. Of course, the youngest of three, and he's the exceptionally curious. At that moment, he heard the crash. Please let that not be my child, was the first thought that raced through his head.
That'd be me.
Yeah, exactly. You just walk away.
Oh,
And like, well, the kid's gone.
I don't know this kid.
Ruined. The Bronze Age jar is one of many artifacts exhibited out in the open part of the museum's vision of letting visitors explore history without glass barriers. Well, there's your first problem. I mean, they're trying to be all unique.
Yeah. Although it does take a little bit away from the aesthetic.
That's true. That is true. It's hard to look. It's hard to be entertained by a jar behind some glass.
Just don't let why was a 4-year-old even allowed?
That's true. Yes, 4 is super young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
they need like
Children abilities
yeah.
is just
I would say
it's insane.
13. I would say 13 should be the minimum age for in there. Because if a 13-year-old breaks it,
That's a
then
good
they did
age.
it consciously, and then you can punish them.
Yeah.
A 4-year-old,
What's the juvie age? Or the
yeah, to go into yeah, I think it's
or is
13,
it
maybe 14.
well there's one yeah, I know there's an age. Obviously that's too young.
Yeah,
Minimum age for
She
Judy.
gets closer.
Yeah. Between 10 and 13. Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually a lot younger than I was expecting. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll still say 13.
Yeah.
Museum in Israel, if you're listening, change that.
Yeah. What?
Just do better, all right? And if you're a
Yeah.
parent and you're taking your kid to a museum that's 4 years old or older or younger or any age, watch them carefully because it's a museum, not a toy a toy store.
Yeah. Come on. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, what you call yourself parents? Goodness, having
Yeah.
having offspring doesn't make you a parent.
Could you imagine that same 4-year-old walking into uh, I forgot the name of the museum, but with the Mona Lisa?
Yeah,
Probably like drawn
sneezes
up with
on it.
crayons or
Yes,
something. Yeah.
vomits on it. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Harambe.
Mmm.
Same thing. If that toddler hadn't been so close to the railing, we still would have had that gorilla. Well, probably not now, but he probably would have died of a happy old age. But we still lost Harambe because of a young child.
Wasn't the kid also 4 years old?
I think so, actually.
You want fact check
I'm
that?
fact checking it. Uh, the gorilla was 17. The kid,
Was that a silverback?
I think so.
How long do they live? I'm gonna look for that.
The kid has
Just out
gone.
of curiosity.
The kid, the family, quote, had to go into hiding after backlash. Deserved. 3. The kid was 3.
Oh, okay.
His name was.
Yeah, close.
Ooh, they actually have the name on here. This article is brave.
Oh wow, silverback gorillas can live up to 40 years. So maybe Harambe could still be alive today.
So yeah, he could have. Yeah, dang, this
Yeah,
kid took him from us.
yeah. I wouldn't
Um,
put all the blame on the kid though. I
I would
would,
put most of
obviously
it.
more the
I
parents.
put most of it on the mom. The dad wasn't there.
Yeah, the mom. Oh, oh right, yeah, it was just mom.
Yeah. Um. Apparently, they're the. I guess we're reading an article about Harambe now. The family had to go into hiding after backlash. Um, they
Yeah, this
had
is just timeout corner stuff. We just string
petitions,
onto different articles.
petitions, death threats, local harassment by the publics, and terrible memes were used to express anger about Harambe's death. But this anger was misplaced and ruined the family's life, forcing them off social media and into living in hiding. They were put in a witness protection program.
Dude, that's sad.
That is sad.
They probably really, or the mom probably really, really regrets that.
I'm sure. It says she wrote in a post that was later deleted. This is the mom. As a society, we're quick to judge how a parent could take their eyes off of a child. Accidents happen. I'm thankful that the right people were in the right place. The child, I've seen the pictures. The child was not in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't blame the kid alone. I blame the child. I blame the mother, and I blame the people who shot Harambe. Um,
I think they were like dragging him around though, right? I don't know if he was completely safe, but I wouldn't say like in danger.
no, he was just like messing with his clothes and stuff. I don't think that they
Oh,
actually
okay.
moved with it. There's a full length documentary called Harambe, which was actually released 1 year ago, 1 year and 1 week ago, like to the day. Um, People are saying that the parent must recklessly create a substantial risk to the health or safety of the child. They tried to take the kid away from the parent, but then it was determined to just be an accident and not like unjust parenting. You know what I mean? Like the kid wasn't like abandoned or whatever they would call that. But yeah, there you go. 3-year-old killed Harambe. 4-year-old broke this jar. What's next? What's a 2-year-old gonna do?
Start the Third World War.
Yes, and then a 1-year-old will end it,
Yeah.
but not our side. We'll win.
Yeah.
it'll be a German 1-year-old, or whatever other country is in the war. I guess I'm just gonna say German, because World War II.
And they didn't start it, but they're definitely
Yeah, but they were the
involved.
most known opposer of the
Yeah.
United States, most referenced at least.
They were sole in that war on that side
Yes,
against everybody.
and they lost.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. World War III, but it's just the same countries.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be sweet.
I don't know if that would even. I don't even think that would be possible.
Italy and Germany break away from NATO and the EU,
Yeah.
start their own thing.
History just repeats itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
What were we talking about before?
Yeah, the kid with the jar.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
get back to
Okay.
that. It says the fact that he's just a kid made people not be mad at him. Man, if the Harambe family had seen that, they had been alive in this time, I guess. It says the experts used 3D technology, high resolution videos, and special glue to painstakingly reconstruct the large jar. Less than 2 weeks after it broke, the jar went back on display. The gluing process left small hairline cracks and a few pieces are missing, but the jar's impressive size remains. The only noticeable difference in the exhibit was a new sign reading, "Please don't touch."
I feel like that should have been for all of them.
Yeah, I know. They should have
Just
already
everything.
been there. And if it wasn't, then the kid's not at fault. It didn't say not to touch. They should have had that stated. They probably did by a door, but they should have had it stated each.
Was it?
You cut out. He said
Was? Oh no, I was just saying. Is this jar like anything, or like just something of its time, or anything like specific?
Yeah, it was
Like
just something.
used by Jesus or something.
No, it's just something of its time. It said it was probably used to transport
Oh,
wine.
okay. Okay.
It
That's
was
probably why it wasn't as secure
probably, but
compared to like.
I think it said like it's rare to find something as intact as it was from that
Yeah.
time. So that's understandable on why it was on display and stuff, and why it's kind of not a loss, but it would have been a loss if they hadn't have been able to reconstruct it.
Yeah.
It's just missing like
But
a
obviously
tiny triangle piece now. It looks like.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I'm impressed that technology is to the point that they were able to reconstruct it. To be honest, yeah.
I would just use Gorilla Glue, to be honest.
Yes.
If I was in charge.
Exactly. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you can imagine that those 3D constructors probably cost a fortune.
Yeah. It doesn't even look that great.
It doesn't.
I mean, it's missing a piece.
I'm
First thing I noticed.
I'm gonna run down to the convenience store. I'll be right back. Full of some Gorilla Glue. All right, get to work. I'd make the kid
I wouldn't
glue it.
be too far off.
I would trap the kid inside of it. He could be part of the exhibit now.
Yeah, just put him on display.
Yeah,
like a shame thing.
Yeah, have to
Or like what else is it called? The dunking thing at a carnival.
Yeah.
Just put that kid.
They have to
just
throw
all
little,
the time.
Little like balls that look like pots. When it hits the target, it shatters.
Yeah.
Kid has to sit there for the rest of his
To
life.
constantly remind him.
Yes, that's his job. He doesn't even get paid. That's what they should start. They should normalize giving prisoners funny prison sentences, like more unique and creative ones. Like instead of just locking them up, be like, "Oh, you jaywalked. Oh, now you can only ride a bike everywhere. You're not allowed to walk or drive a car." Let's see here. Anything else you'd like to say on the matter of the 4-year-old breaking the jar?
Watch your children, people.
Yes,
If you're watching this, please.
I agree. Not only
I sympathize with the father
I do.
in a way.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah. You could tell he was embarrassed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can imagine just hearing it shatter, just slowly turning, just seeing your kid standing there amidst all the revel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Unfortunate.
Yes, it is unfortunate. Up here, I got some would you rather questions for you.
All right.
Would you rather date the most beautiful person of the opposite gender or become the most beautiful person of your gender?
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me look at that one.
Okay. It's not the top one. It's like the third or fourth from the bottom. Would you rather date the most beautiful person of the opposite gender? So you're dating a female who's the most beautiful person in the world.
But
Or
wait, how does this would you rather know I'm not gay?
that's true. That is a good point.
I think this would be a no-brainer if I was.
Okay, so say so which one would you pick?
Mm. This is kind of a tough one. I feel like obviously these definitely go hand in hand,
Yes, that
but
is true.
you kind of
I've weighed the pros and cons in my head, right? If you're the most
yeah.
beautiful of
Okay.
your gender, nobody else is going to be good enough for you if you get an ego. Other way around, you'll never feel like you're good enough for your partner because they're better
Yeah,
than you.
and it just says date.
That's true.
How do
That's
you?
true.
It doesn't say stay with or
That's
marry or
that's
anything.
true. It could just be like a 1 week dating thing. It could be
Yeah,
one date.
yeah, yeah.
I
And
would
you just yeah. The second one, you become the most beautiful, and you could just get anyone you want, essentially. Well,
yes.
almost.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah. That's what I would pick.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I would just
yeah.
become I mean, not much
I
would
love
change,
finding
obviously.
loopholes in these.
Yeah, I know, me too. We don't answer the questions. We just see if we can get it. Okay, here's one.
Yeah.
I challenge you to find a loophole on this one. Then,
Okay.
would you rather drink a gallon of mayonnaise or a gallon of ketchup?
Yeah, I don't know, manager again.
So a gallon of mayonnaise or a gallon of ketchup, and you're drinking this all in
Yeah,
one
I know what
setting.
that means.
All in one setting.
All in one sitting.
Yes.
Can't even like take a break, use a bathroom.
We'll say you have an hour. No. Yeah, an
Okay,
hour.
okay.
An hour. I think an hour's fair. That's a lot.
I'd probably say ketchup since ketchup's a little more. I can't explain it, but it's a little more like not as thick.
Yeah, I think I would.
Mayonnaise is really thick. It's like
It's also high in dairy, I believe. I think I would probably vomit before I was able to finish it all. Like, just not even like by my own control.
yeah. Even thinking about that, ugh.
It sounds
I mean,
disgusting.
ketchup's not even.
Ketchup's not
That's
much
a whole
better.
gallon
Yeah, a
too. It's
gallon
like
is a lot of ketchup. You would have to use like a spoon, I feel like.
I
Like,
guess gallon of ketchup.
yeah, I mean, me too, because I don't think the question is if you throw up, is that part just done, or do you have to re-drink it?
Oh, I'll definitely throw
Do
up,
you have to
but
keep it all down, you think? Or you have to re-drink it?
maybe like don't eat for a day. Actually, no.
That would
Don't
make it
eat
worse.
for. Yeah, yeah. Don't eat for a few hours and then
I don't
go full
see.
at it.
Yeah, I don't foresee. Like, have you seen those? I've seen videos of like eating competitions. That is not appealing to me in any way. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I would also say
Like,
ketchup because it seems like the lesser of two evils, but neither of
I
them.
couldn't even drink a gallon of milk in one sitting.
I
A
could.
gallon of ketchup.
You think you could drink yeah, even a gallon of water would be tough. In an hour,
Oh, yeah.
doable. In one setting, no. Like you'd have to be really thirsty.
A gallon of water though, that would I feel like you would eventually like I can't explain it, but it would be kind of a weird feeling at some point.
Oh
Like
yeah,
to just too much water in you.
I believe. I don't know the amount, but I believe if you drink too much, you will actually die.
Yeah,
But I don't know how
there's
much.
a limit.
And I'm pretty sure. Uh, you'll vomit before you actually get to that point. Like, I don't think you can naturally. Like, it takes like a lot. But the question is.
You're just walking around your house and you just fall over.
That's it. Like, dang it! I got too hydrated.
Yeah, just lights out.
Yeah, I wonder if a gallon of ketchup though would that kill you?
Mm.
That's.
Time to do a little Google.
Yes, we gotta Google. What?
How much? What's the cap on ketchup?
7 shocking side effects of eating too much ketchup. Let's see here.
There's one that says 500 or not 500. 2,500 milligrams.
How many milligrams is one? It's 3 million.
What? Wait, 3 million in 1 gallon?
It looks like 3,785,411.
Doesn't sound right. Wait, let me
Oh
actually
wait,
look at
that's
that article.
water. We gotta find the density of ketchup. Ketchup. This is so fascinating to the viewers. Ketchup density levels.
Yeah.
1 gallon. We gotta figure out this would you rather, people. What is the density of?
Well, this one article I'm looking at says 2,500 milligrams of ketchup at one time sustained over a long period could potentially cause coma and even death.
Dang. Let's see here. Dude, that's like 9
You know that
million.
one guy?
900 million milligrams in 1 gallon of ketchup. This cannot be true. There's no
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
per metric cup. No, per gallon.
Oh, you know it would be great.
What?
You know that one meme about the guy who ate 413 chicken nuggets and died?
Yeah.
Just combine those two, that gallon of ketchup and those 413 chicken nuggets.
You just be set. That's all you would need
Yeah.
for at least a week.
I don't even know how like good it would taste just eating just gulping down pure ketchup. Gotta put that's
Dude, I feel like one swallow would feel disgusting. Eventually, your taste buds would
oh
give
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It'd probably be so thick in your mouth and like coat the inside of it. Oh, and we lost him. He will return though, folks. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. And there he
Oh,
is.
that
Welcome,
was an accident.
welcome back. Welcome back. No worries.
That accident. I was trying to click on. Was it? Oh yeah.
It
I was
says.
trying to click it away and then
Oh,
I
I see.
hung
I
up.
see. So
My
it
bad.
looks like the milligrams. How many milligrams are in 1 gallon of ketchup is either 3 million, 28 million, 946 million, or 1 million. Um.
This is getting confusing. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, we both decided on the ketchup, assuming we won't die.
Hopefully.
Okay. Okay, moving on. Let's go to another would you rather question. Would you rather have 20 tiny freckles on your face, but when they get wet, they burn very badly for 20 minutes? Or have one giant mole on your neck, and every time someone looks at it, it says, hey, to that person? Okay, let me say.
I.
Let me say that
What is that? Even?
Would you rather, okay, have 20 tiny freckles? 20 freckles on your face, right? They're tiny, but every time they get any sort of wetness on them, they burn horribly for 20 minutes. Or you have a giant
That's
mole,
awful.
a giant mole on your neck, okay? And every time somebody looks at it, it says, "Hey."
It says, "Hey."
That's it. The mole.
That doesn't even really compare that much.
I know. I don't know. So would you rather have 20 face burn for every time it gets wet, or a mole that talks, but every time somebody looks at it?
I mean, the thing about the freckles is you'd really have to adjust
Yeah.
to a new life.
The
You'd
mole,
never be
though,
able to.
if it's on the back of your neck, then you'll know when people are looking at you.
Oh, that's a good point.
But also, it would get annoying every time somebody looks at the mole. It's just, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, you train to speak full sentences. What's up?
Did you make this one up?
No, I found
sorry.
this. I found this online.
No, I'm sorry.
I start running out of content. I just write random sentences. They don't even make sense when said all together. So yeah, which one would you pick?
I mean, can you get the mole removed?
Probably
I
not.
don't think it says. It
Yeah.
just says have one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You could get it removed, but
That kind of defeats the purpose of the.
yeah, that's true. That could be a loophole, though. You could have just found a loophole.
Yeah, but sometimes some loopholes though kind of just defeat the whole purpose of the entire question.
True. Be like, haha, I'll take the freckles, but I'll cut my face off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd pick the mole personally. Just because I don't want my face to burn every time it gets wet. That's like
The
rain.
burning part.
Yeah, for 20 minutes too. Like, what happens if it gets wet again in the 20 minutes?
Just
Reset your time.
add 20. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a pain. Whereas you just hear a
I
voice.
mean, you'd have to
Be
wear
like,
like an astronaut
"Hey."
helmet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I would pick the mole. Anything else you'd like to say on the matter?
I'm on the fence. They're both weird and well, one's weird and one's really bad.
Yes.
I I guess the mole too, but like only because I don't want to be burned really badly for
Yeah, every time.
20 minutes. That's 20 minutes. That's a third of an hour just burning.
Every time it gets any sort of moisture. But also, it's only 20 freckles. So they could be spread out or all in one spot. You just block that. To be fair. But
It's too risky.
it is too risky, yeah. Okay. Mole. Viewers, don't
I'm
forget.
I'm not happy about my decision.
I mean, yeah, I don't think. But this is like the second would you rather question that I don't think either answer are good. The ketchup and mayonnaise one, and then this one. And don't forget, viewers. I don't think we've said this in a while, but write in your answers to the would you rather questions, and we'll read.
Have
them.
you gotten any since my
Nope.
appointment of?
You were the only person to ever write in, and you still are.
Dang. Yeah, you guys are lacking.
I know,
mean,
right?
I was
The viewers.
I was happy doing the work.
Yes, it's time to step up, right?
Gotta pull your own weight, guys.
He
What's the
got
matter?
a promotion. It's now time for you guys to get a promotion. right? You start out just watching
Maybe,
it, then you write in
maybe
it.
I'll die and one of you replace me.
Yes, exactly. Or till I die, and then you replace me with a clone of yourself made from my DNA. You never know. Anything could happen. Moving on and
Yeah, anything.
do,
It's
do
the Timeout Corner
it's a
podcast.
Timeout Corner
Literally
podcast.
anything.
Literally anything. Moving on. Let's see. We got an article here. A man using paper straw drinks Capri Sun in 21 seconds. Riveting. A Canadian speed eater with multiple world records to his name managed to drink an entire pouch of Capri Sun in 21.71 seconds while using a paper straw. His name is Mike, who holds numerous Guinness World Records for speed eating, visited the World Record Keeping Organization's London headquarters to attempt to set the world record for fastest time to drink a Capri Sun using a paper straw. The goal set by the Guinness World Records to originate the title was 22 seconds, and he barely beat it. And he managed to drink the pouch in 21 seconds. A Guinness World Record person was there, verified there was under half a teaspoon of liquid left in the pouch when he was done. Even though I barely got it, I'm very happy that I finally achieved this one. This one I worked really hard for, Jack said.
I thought his name was Mike.
His last name was Jack. My bad.
Oh.
His name was Mike Jack.
Mike Jack.
Mike Jack. My bad. He credited his success to his wife, who served as his quote coach for the attempt and came up with the methods he used. Her technique got it for us. He said, do a little extra blow to get some more air in there, get all the liquid out of the creases, then suck it in. That's what did it. The fastest time to drink a Capri Sun with a standard plastic straw is 8.2 seconds. Sheesh, there's not even comparable. Paper straw makes it so much worse. That's like,
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's yeah. Guinness World Record says the difference.
Okay.
8.02 versus.
I feel like I could beat that.
Yeah, I feel like
I'll be right back. No,
I feel like I could beat the paper straw one. Honestly, I feel like it's probably doable. I feel like I don't know, but also he said he trained for it. But I've also never.
I think that'd be really hard
I've never
because paper straws are weak.
And it's a little tiny hole. It's got to be a small paper straw. I bet. There's a video. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Guinness World Record said the difference between Jack's time and Nazer's time. Nazer's is the person who did the 8 seconds in plastic. The difference is difficulty. The difference in difficulty the paper straw creates. Jack is a serial record breaker who normally focuses on speed eating items known for their high levels of spice. His titles include the fastest time to eat 50 Carolina Reapers, 6 minutes. 6 minutes for 50 Carolina Reapers? Dude.
Watch me do that in 10 seconds.
Yeah. The Guinness World Records obviously haven't met us. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
The fastest time to eat 100 Carolina Reapers, 36 minutes. Still outrageous, but also a big jump. An extra 50 did not add an additional 6 minutes. It added an additional 30 minutes. And the longest habanero pepper kiss. Which...
What is that?
Oh, it says 2 people each eat a habanero and then they kiss. And so him and his wife kiss for 15 minutes after they each ate a habanero. And they held the kiss for 15 minutes.
Oh, it's one?
They each ate one habanero and then kissed for 15 minutes.
Like they held the kiss or they're making out for 15 minutes?
I assume they held the kiss, but I guess either is impressive.
Yeah.
Here, let me.
We should invent one where you're making out.
There you go. Yeah, we make one. That's a good idea. Let's see.
Stronger habanero pepper kiss.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna see what this does. I've never done this before. Trying a new strategy. Can you see? Okay, I'm going to.
I can see your screen.
Can you see the whole full screen of the video right now?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a man. He's about to drink the Capri Sun. We'll see how this transfers over with the recording. If you guys can't hear it, you can just Google it. I gotta turn the sound on. There we go. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. 5,
Cannot hear it.
10,
There's no sound. It's just music.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Thank you so much. 3,
That was actually crazy. Did you see?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had to open it first.
2,
Like,
Yeah, they should have started it once he started sipping.
let's see here. He didn't start sipping till 10 seconds in. No, he had the straw in his mouth at 9 seconds. Yeah. But you gotta admit, his technique is beautiful.
13,
He's moving his whole body to get that.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It is very impressive. I must say. I don't know if I could do that if you have to open it first.
Yeah, why is that even part of the... It's not even... Hold on.
If it was already open, I could maybe do it. I could maybe beat 21 seconds. But not open. And
They should...
another interesting thing. Wait, I wonder if he could have just popped into the bottom. You think that... Because that could have cut his time
Gravity.
in half.
Dude.
Yes. Popped in the bottom, held it up above himself. That would be beautiful. That would be perfect. I don't see any problem with... that's probably against the rules, but if it wasn't, I could easily beat the
And you probably have to, like, make the bottom, like, a V shape, so, like, it doesn't, like liquid at the bottom. Like, it all just slides down.
Also, think about it. It says paper straw. It
If you know
doesn't
what I
say
mean.
what size. You get a big
Like
old
a
paper
funnel.
straw and you shove it in the bottom of it.
You think it would break?
Yeah. You want to talk about breaking world records? Come to the Timeout Corner Podcast. We're breaking them right now with loopholes. Speaking of loopholes, we gotta go. Anything else you'd like
No,
to say?
because the Capri Sun straws have that, like, sharp at the end, and
Yeah.
you poke it through. The paper ones,
Yeah, how would that even work?
honestly impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just
That's a good point. Yeah.
destroy it.
I wonder how many attempts were ruined just by not being able to open it.
That's my only issue with the one at the bottom.
Yeah,
It's
true.
probably
I
a
don't
little
know if
weaker at
paper
the top.
straw- yeah, that's true. You pre-cut it.
Yeah.
Could you
Yeah,
imagine
maybe.
the scandal? Like, this guy is like this big scandal. He like pre-opened his Capri Sun or something. It's like all this controversy. Like, Mike Jack, the man known for opening his Capri Sun before attempting the world record. We should get him on the podcast. We should ask him if he cheated.
Yeah.
We'll get him on the podcast, and instead of just interviewing him normally, we'll put him on the spot. Did you?
Yeah.
Gets
So,
on. Hello.
were you
welcome
being
to-
honest?
Yeah. So, did you cheat on any of your world records? Like, no. If you were to cheat, how would you have?
If.
Yeah. Hypothetically, say you were to cheat, how would you do it? Then if he describes it, it's like,
Yeah.
well, that seems very reasonable. Yes. Moving on.
And then send the...
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, send the Guinness World Record people to his house.
Yes.
Take it away from him.
They pull up in like SWAT gear, but instead of like the SWAT logo, it's the Guinness World Record logo like on the shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it would be.
Yeah, that's how it works. They have like a whole team just on standby for people who cheat.
Yeah.
They actually go to each house and they burn the books where he's printed in. They start knocking. They round him up in the streets.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
Yes, it's very reasonable. Total anarchy.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, this one's kind of a longer one, but it's not very weird. It's a would you rather question. Would you rather live for only 5 years, but you can buy anything you want and go anywhere you want, and you will be remembered for the rest of recorded time by everyone? Or would you rather live 100 years with just an average but comfortable life, and you will be promptly forgotten by everyone after you die? So 5 years more of life, and you basically get whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You buy whatever you want, and everybody will remember you positively for all of time. Or you live 100 more years, how you're like just comfortably, you're not like struggling. You're comfortably. You're just living an ordinary, average life, but nobody will ever remember you after you die.
I feel like the forgotten part at the end is a little unnecessary.
I agree. That was the loophole that I had just thought of, was if you pick the 100 years, everybody will probably be dead anyway. So who's going to really be there to forget you? Other than maybe friends you met late in life. Or I guess if you did anything noteworthy, like if you built a building, everybody would be like, who built this building? I don't know.
If there's, hypothetically, let's say there's an afterlife in this scenario,
Okay.
would they remember you in the afterlife?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's interesting.
Whoever made these, we gotta get them on the podcast.
Yeah, for real.
I'm curious.
People down. The twisted minds who thought these up. We need them to elaborate further on a lot of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally would pick the 100 years. I would just live an average, ordinary, but comfortable life, and then just be forgotten.
Yeah. I mean,
5 years, if it was 25. But keep in mind, it says another. So it's added onto your current age. It's not like 100
yeah,
years
so
old. It's not like you die at 5 years old and never remember you. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be nice to be remembered forever and have 5 years to do whatever you want. But also 100 years. Could you imagine everything that will have changed in 100 years that you just get to sit back and witness?
yeah. I mean, how old will I be? I'll be 22 in 5 years, so that's pretty young. I mean,
yeah.
I can just imagine living an average life to 100.
Yeah, but keep in mind, you'll die, but you'll be written into history books.
For the first one.
Yeah, for the first one. And you'll be able to buy whatever you want and have unlimited money and go anywhere you want. But, see, I don't know, because that's all, I don't know. I feel like it would be
But
more...
what will you even be remembered for in 5 years? I mean,
I don't
probably a few somethings, but
probably. But
I feel like
it is weird, because what if you just don't do anything? You'll just remember it. Actually, it doesn't say positively.
that's a good point. This crazy serial killer.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I hate that guy. I'll never forget him.
That's a good loophole. I didn't catch that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm leaning towards 100 years. What about you?
Probably the same, because I mean it's just 5 years. I mean 5 years goes by really quick.
It does, especially if you're having fun for those 5 years. Because keep in mind, that's what you'll do. Unlimited money, unlimited. You'll be having fun. Time will fly by, and then you'll just die.
You'll just every every new year you'll just think it's getting closer.
Yes, one more year. Just down the toilet. But hey, could you imagine 100 more years of the Timeout Corner Podcast?
Hey, maybe we won't get remembered, but the legacy of the Timeout Corner would be remembered.
That's actually another good point. Would all of the episodes just be no audio? Because it just if we had any guests, it'd just be the guest talking to no one. Because if we would be forgotten, that would probably include technology, I'd assume.
Yeah, or maybe it just gets transcripted and then
yeah, it's all books
somehow.
And then fake
a
names.
book.
Just one book.
Can you imagine a book?
Dude, it'd be so hard to read.
That would be. Yeah, because it wouldn't even...
It's already hard to listen. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would pick 100 years. You would too?
Yeah, 100 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that loophole you made a good point on about positively or negative.
Yeah.
In my head when I first saw it, I did think positively.
Me
but-
too. That was my first assumption. I think I actually said
Yeah.
positively because that's just what I assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume you'll just be remembered for whatever you did in those 5 years. So if you ran around all crazy, you'd be like, oh, he's known for that guy who's running around all crazy.
Yeah. And if you do nothing, maybe you're just famously known as the lazy person who
Yeah.
sits on a
You
couch.
get written into history as what not to be. They're teaching you in schools.
Yeah.
Here's what not to do with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can forward messages on Discord now.
That's cool. I didn't know that. What does that even do? Forward something to you. Oh, that's cool actually. For our Discord users out there, by the way, good segue. We have a Discord server. Moving on. No, just kidding. we have a Discord server that you can find, I believe, in any description. That would be the Spotify description, YouTube description. I have it posted on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. I gotta look at a list of what all we have. Let me see here. I don't think we.
What if you could forward it to people not in the server, or like?
That's a good question. I wonder what that would. I'll just take this moment. I don't think we've plugged all of our messages yet, or all of our links. Let's see. We're on YouTube, unedited and uncut version. We're on Spotify, best quality and remastered. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitch. We're on.
Oh, well, I thought you meant like, you could watch it on Facebook.
Oh no.
Or can you?
I don't think so. No. You can't. Not yet. Maybe at some point.
Not yet. Maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future. It's hard to upload long videos to Facebook. It doesn't port well, and it would have to.
What if?
I mean,
Sorry, I'm thinking.
it's hard to format it all into one episode. It's harder to scroll through. Because it.
Wait, does?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, I
go
keep
ahead.
thinking you're done talking.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
What were you saying?
No, I was just asking. Does TikTok still have that rule where you have to have 1,000 followers to go live?
I don't know. Maybe. Because, but again, it would be interesting to format. We could maybe at some point. We have discussed in the past doing the podcast live, streaming it either on Twitch or exclusive to our Discord server, and then anybody can join in and watch. But it will also be recorded for put on the platforms later. That might be a thing later. We might use some of these platforms. We might use Twitch. Might use TikTok live. Might use Facebook. I think has a live. YouTube live. I mean, there's all these different platforms we have. We might be used in the future. If not, you just get in early. You know what I mean? Go follow if you have. I don't care. Breaking it down real quick. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitch. We have a Discord server. We're on Facebook. And that's it. We used to be on Apple Podcasts, but there were some licensing issues, and we cannot be on there anymore, unfortunately. But
They hate us.
Yeah. They cannot stand us. I would say the best thing to participate in right now, obviously, Spotify, best quality. If you're a big fan of the podcast, best quality. I would recommend Spotify, and Discord. I would recommend looking into getting into the Discord server because it's a decent community, fairly large, good people, and you get constant updates on anything, as opposed to Facebook and all that. It's less frequent. Updates on the other platforms as opposed to Discord. It's very frequent. You get weekly updates on other podcasts, all that. I would suggest joining that. And if any of the links in the descriptions of the video or audio version, email us and we will send you a link or get it fixed at our earliest convenience. So yeah, there you go. There's our shameless plug of the episode, which it's been a few episodes, so it's fine. Let's see here. Anything else you'd like to say on the matter of the 150? I mean 105.
150.
100. I was reading it. Something else.
Okay.
Which brings me to our next would you rather question, also about morality. Would you rather have $50 million right now or 50 more guaranteed healthy, youthful looking years added to your life? Yeah, this is interesting. 50 million right now or 50 guaranteed, but it says healthy, youthful looking. So this means you won't age for 50 years? Or you'll
And
age.
just when it's up, you just completely different on the next day.
You just drop down. Spiral out of control. That actually, I would imagine that mentally you age, obviously. You'll grow more mature, but you physically won't.
Yeah.
And then you'll start growing at the physical age after you're 50 plus whatever age you are now. That has potential.
Is it just like good for that age, or would I look like, I don't know, like 30 years old at 67?
I don't know. It just says healthy, youthful, but that's subjective.
Yeah.
The youthful looking is
Yeah.
subjective. Healthy is fair. I don't know. I would probably say whatever you are. I would probably say you now, which would not. I wouldn't want that. I would not want to be 67 years old looking.
Yeah,
how I
because
look now.
that would wear like, yeah, but it'd be just hilarious, like you just looking at you, just like not wrinkled skin, brown hair, and then just the next day you wake up all wrinkled, all messed up.
Dude, you could never get a date or get married. Because legally you're a grown adult, so you can't date anybody who looks like you. And nobody who's of age would date you because you look like a minor. If you took, that would be I would take the 50 million.
Yeah, that would suck.
You'd just be
like,
lonely. Nobody would ever,
and you obviously couldn't date 17-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. At 67, you couldn't relate to the youth, but you couldn't relate to the adults either because the adults won't take you seriously.
Yeah, that sounds like sad and sucks. And
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
pick the 50 million, not because I don't love my
It
life,
depends.
but because it sounds
I-
like a torture.
I think it would depend on the lifestyle you're going for.
That's true. That's
But
true.
I don't
Youthful, so
see
you
it-
just do whatever you want for 50 years. You could become an alcoholic and have none of the effects.
You just like live in the woods, just down Jack Daniels every day.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You don't even eat or sleep because they're guaranteed years. So you could skydive with no parachute. And
They are
survive.
guaranteed.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, well technically aren't you indestructible? You could be a superhero.
Yeah, exactly. You could be a vigilante, and then but prison time would suck. But you could just punch your way through the prison wall because you're indestructible. So you could just punch the wall till it breaks eventually.
Yeah, you just walk out of prison.
Yeah, exactly. What are they gonna do? This is I don't know though, because healthy, youthful, so you'll still look young, but you're healthy. So you could just go hit to the gym and get all muscular. You could start doing steroids, get super buff, but you wouldn't have any of the negative effects of steroids.
So would you become like Deadpool, do you think?
Oh, that's a good point, because he has the cancer, so he's in constant pain, right?
Yeah. Well,
So if you got cancer while you're in that stage, you'll just have all the negative
well,
effects of cancer.
well, do you know how the
except for
story went?
not the movie, the comics.
The movie. They just did a lot of like hurt him a lot, and
Oh.
then or like did a lot of torture, like willing torture, and then eventually because he had cancer.
I see.
And then-
In the comics, he has cancer in every part of his body, but he can't die. So he's in constant pain from the cancer, and that's why he looks how he does.
Yeah.
But he can't ever. But it never stops. So he's just in constant pain.
Oh. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yes.
That's not how it is in the movies.
But he's also indestructible and has regeneration. I believe the way it works is he has regeneration, so he's constantly dying from the cancer, but he's also constantly regenerating. So if one of those factors went away, so like if his regeneration went away, he would die from cancer. But if his cancer went away, he would regenerate so much that he would just die because his cells would multiply too much. So it's like a constant thing where, for example, if he gets his hand cut off, it just regenerates. So that would, if it worked like that, that would either be a really good 50 years or a really tough 50 years. Because again, if you
I just mean like disregarding the cancer part, just thinking just purely. I'm thinking for the movies, so like the regeneration.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Have you seen Logan?
No, not yet. I'm watching them in order. I'm not there yet. Don't yell at me, Timeout Corner fans.
Huh?
I said, don't yell at me, Timeout Corner fans. I know some people get really fired up about movies.
Yeah. Well, in that, I won't spoil it, but like the idea, it was kind of like the older he got, a Wolverine, like the weaker the regeneration was.
Yeah, that's how it was also in the comics.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, very similar. Where he will still regenerate, but it'll take like 2 days instead of an hour, type thing. Like he'll have to sleep and rest as opposed to like getting shot and the bullet just closing. Yeah, that regeneration. I don't know if this implies regeneration, but if it does, that would be an interesting thing.
Or just complete like your can't be cut or anything, impenetrable.
Yeah, like Superman.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would still probably take the 50 million just because there's too many risks. But that is an interesting thought, is if it was like superheroes.
Yeah, because it is guaranteed.
Yes.
Healthy. So I could just be a superhero and be a famous.
Exactly.
Just
or hate
learn how to fight and then.
I believe vigilantism is illegal in a lot of areas, unfortunately. So you just do one crime stoppage and then you just get arrested.
Yeah, or maybe I don't know, because
I would just intimidate the criminals. I would never touch them. I would just menacingly walk towards them. You know, just if they shot me, the bullet just goes through me. I just
they would get scared eventually, like you're just not falling down.
I wouldn't
just getting closer.
I wouldn't catch them. I would not stop them. I would just scare them until eventually they don't want.
That's psychological torture right there.
Yeah. And I wouldn't get arrested for being a vigilante, but I would help lower crime rates because nobody would want to.
Yeah. Although I don't know, I feel like there could be some workarounds. I don't think it would be like in. Oh, did I cut out?
Yeah, you cut out for a second. You said you don't feel some workarounds.
With like how it was, like it was just random people in Kick-Ass, like they didn't have superpowers.
Yeah, but they that's true. But they had all the superpowers. They had all the. They were still like Batman, gear. Like Batman kind of, but not rich. Yeah, is how it would be. Or 50 million, and you could just be rich Batman.
Yeah, or I don't know. Maybe just Superman, except just the fact that your skin can't get cut. I don't know. And then it just all wears off when you're 67 or a little or older.
Yeah, just all the powers go away. You'd have to start living life completely different.
But that'd be like a good time to retire. Like who would force a 68-year-old man to?
Well, no, but think about it though, because you'd be 68. Because you would, the aging process would start. Like say you're 30. Okay, you take this deal, right? The next 50 years, you don't age, nothing. Okay. 50 years later, now you're 80 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
The effects wear off. You're still physically 30, and you haven't been touched. The aging process will then start from 30.
And then you start. Oh.
So then you'll be 31 when you turn 81 physically. You know what I mean? And then it'll just work on from there.
So you could be 100 looking, or excuse me, be 50. No wait, be 100 looking 50 years old.
Basically, yes.
From that perspective.
Yes, with the mentality of a 100-year-old. You still have the skills, everything that you've worked in your life. To
No one would believe you.
No, but they wouldn't have to. If you're a superhero, you're just beating up crime.
Yeah. No.
You cut out.
Yeah, but no, I was just gonna say we should revisit this question in 13 years.
Yes.
Because I feel like for both of them, for our circumstance specifically, it doesn't really favor us that much, especially with the what was it? The 50 million. Oh wait, no. Oh, we didn't even look at that.
Really.
Oh yeah, we didn't even think about that one. I was thinking from the other perspective. I thought that was another part or the or.
Yeah. 50 million.
That one's forgotten.
Yeah. We got so sidetracked on the other option.
Yeah.
50 million would be nice, but it would run out.
Yeah, and well, it depends how much you spend.
True, but
also,
yeah, that's true. That's true. That would be a really nice start.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine what?
If you're like live in Zimbabwe and inflation's like through the roof.
Yes. Again, I think I said this in a past episode. I would just take the 50 million and I would just crash the economy. I wouldn't even use it for myself. I would just ruin the American.
Wasn't that the last video?
Maybe it was one of the last.
I forgot what the question was.
I don't remember, but we covered it. That's what I would do. I would take the 50 million and I would just ruin the economic state of the world, and then I would just live my life.
Yeah, that. I don't know.
But yeah, there we go. So yeah, which one would you pick? Because the 50 years guaranteed kind of, I'm starting to favor that one a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
After I give you the superhero idea.
Well, not the superhero idea, but also the aging. Like it won't start. You know, you're 17 now. At 67, you'll look 17. Then 68, you'll look 18. And so on and so forth. But you'll have the mentality and the skills that you've sharpened over the last 50 years of a 67-year-old. But also, you got to keep in mind the psychological part. What if you lose your mind? Or everybody around you dies because you're so old.
Yeah. I mean, that's not. I feel like that could happen either way.
True.
I was originally gonna say, I wish we were older. I feel like I would. Yeah. If I was like 25. I feel like.
Dude, if you're
the
50,
second one.
Could you imagine? Like having this deal at 50 years old. Hey, I'll take another 50 years of just paused aging. Wouldn't necessarily need to be a superhero, but you could just live, enjoy your grandchildren, whatever. Have a happy life. Retire.
It just says look, right? Or no, wait.
It's guaranteed healthy and youthful looking.
And yeah.
So you'd be very healthy.
Okay. Oh, well, would I keep my acne?
That's a good point. I mean, I'd assume you would. In my head, you instantly change to peak human. No acne. No oily hair.
Is acne okay? Well, is that necessarily unhealthy?
What?
Having acne and oily hair.
I don't know. I just don't imagine. Those things are normally associated with puberty. They're normal. I would imagine they would go away.
I wouldn't say unhealthy though.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's just let's pretend in this. Trying to make this as ideal as possible. Let's just pretend that my acne would just go away.
Yeah. Then I would pick. I don't know. It's really tough. Because think about everything you could do with the 50 years, right?
Yeah. Well, my The good point you made that I'm still a little fixated on was the idea of looking 17
Yeah.
and then like hitting on people.
Yeah, think of the downsides.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. But also,
No one would want to date you. That's like your mental age.
yeah, your mental age and then physical age, you wouldn't be able to after a certain point.
Yeah.
It would just be illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one sucks.
It does. It's tough.
Well, just that angle, the superhero thing, that would be really cool.
Yeah, if it was superhero thing, then yeah, I would pick that. No thought, no more thoughts. That's easy. Like if, yeah, I don't know.
But it
That's
doesn't even say like what if like I'm obviously spewing out the superhero thing, but what if you just didn't allow you to do anything unhealthy?
true.
Doesn't mean you're indestructible. You just don't do anything.
You're not indestructible. You just can't move.
Like you're like or yeah,
It still affects you.
your
the same.
body just like rejects anything unhealthy,
Yeah.
like cake or anything. Oh, we don't know what angle this is from.
It's so yeah, I know. It's actually kind of tough. I wasn't expecting that one to be this tough. But yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the toughest one. I wish these were more specific for
We
my
have to
loophole
okay,
desires.
we haven't answered. We've answered every would you rather question ever asked on this podcast. We've never not been able to answer one. Should we answer this or should we leave it and come back to it? This could be our first
I say we answer it.
Okay. I would say 50 years.
I think I would say the same. Even if you weren't like superhero, it'd still be like nice to have a healthy, youthful, and you could just be an insane businessman or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you could use all that time that now will not change you physically to just dump into whatever you want. And you can make that 50 million. Cuz you got to think about
Yeah, but if you,
I can just go nonstop physically. You don't even have to sleep. Like, I can go nonstop physically for guaranteed healthy for 50 years. You know, you can just grind. You just get so rich.
yeah, but could you imagine if you spent like 50 years like in training
Yeah.
to learn some skill, then travel to another city, be a 17-year-old.
Exactly. You just
and
get a
then-
fake ID. You'd be like a child prodigy. That would be that. Yeah, I would pick that,
Yeah.
and I would use it that way
Yeah,
personally. What about you?
I don't know. I my favorite scenario outcome is the superhero one I introduced, but I don't know if
Me
that's
too.
how it works.
I feel like it would specify superhero stuff.
I mean, it just says guaranteed. Let me find it. I lost it. Where'd it go?
It just says, would you
Oh.
rather have $50 $50 million or 50 guaranteed healthy, youthful looking years?
Guaranteed healthy, youthful. Wait.
Youthful looking.
Youthful, healthy, youthful looking.
What does that mean? Does that mean? Oh,
You-
that's a good point because you could still age. and
You
could look-
appear.
Yeah, you could look youthful for your age. You could be 70 and look 50, and that's youthful for your age.
Oh,
Dang.
damn.
We were so close, dude.
Yeah, because what if you do die of age at like you looking 30?
Yeah. Oh, we were so close. I thought I had it.
We were so close.
I'm gonna just take the 50 million.
Yeah, man, that
It
sucks.
seems
I was
super-
all excited for
Me-
nothing.
Me too. Yeah. Man, we
Yeah,
need
50 mil.
we need somebody to write in. We need a third take on this. Viewer, anybody, write in with your opinion on this, please.
You know what I would do with the 50 mil?
What?
Gold.
You cut out.
To-
I just heard gold.
I said spend it all on gold,
Oh, there you
and then
go.
just like, and then maybe, because I mean, the only thing with dollars or any currency is that inflation.
True. I'd put it all on
is-
black.
Yeah.
I just can't gamble it all away. No, gold is. I would say gold is smart, or I'd maybe buy some oil fields.
That's maybe invest it in some
fossil fuels.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I mean, I just wouldn't change how I live, and just keep working and just put that 50 million somewhere because I can, if you can currently survive on what you're working. Just leave the 50 million in a bank and let it build up as it goes on, and just work and live your life, and then just have that there just in case.
Like major emergency fund.
Yeah, like ginormous, like a huge emergency fund. You imagine you have kids, you pass it down, like, hey, I'm dying. Guess what? You're a multi-millionaire now. Like what? But yeah, I'd take the 50 million because there's just too many risks with the 50 years. But also write in with the 50 years, please, because I'm lost.
Oh wow.
What?
I'm trying to. I'm still fixated on the superhero, but I'm looking up how much an Iron Man suit would cost.
Dude, that would. How much? Yes, that's what I would want.
You're never gonna believe it. Guess.
100 million.
Way more.
Really? A billion.
Actually, no. Actually, it says. Oh, hold on. At the time of the writing, that's the total. Wait, it says the Iron Man suits. How much? How much would the most recent one be? The nanotech.
I don't know if that's even possible.
Well, you could make it possible.
True.
Nanotech Iron Man suit cost.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, there's. Well, actually, it wouldn't even make sense to have an answer because you wouldn't know how much it would take to get nanotechnology.
Yeah, you just take that.
What about
500 million invested, or 50? Not even 500, it's only 50 million. You can't.
Yeah.
There's no way you can make nanotech with $50 million. I would invest it in like a Batman style suit with all the gadgets and the armored and all that, and something like that, something realistic, and then I would just be a vigilante. People actually do that. There are real life superheroes who aid the police with like bulletproof suits and stuff. There's one dude in Washington State. I don't know his name, but he has like a really cool suit and he has a shield, and he assists police. He chases them down and he hits them with the shield and stuff. It's wild. He's put like, but he's nowhere near $50 million into that suit, I bet. So that would be possible.
Real life Batman.
Yes,
Batman.
exactly. So yes, you would take the 50 million.
Yeah, only because that would.
Yeah, it's it's so complex. I can't mentally fathom the other one anymore.
Yeah.
We were so
I
close.
looked it up.
You looked it up.
I did a little bit of research. How much the suits that Tony Stark built Spider-Man.
Yeah.
In the MCU.
Yeah.
Apparently, it would come out to 7.5 million.
Oh, you could afford that. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could be
Just be Spider-Man.
Be Spider-Man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, like to be fully Spider-Man, you would have to have some powers.
Yeah, you'd have
like
to have
the spider
strength
sense.
and the spider sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and the strength
And the sticky. The suit isn't what makes him stick. It's his hands.
Yeah.
But you could shoot webs.
Actually, I don't know. I would like to see a movie, like a prequel, like how he became Spider-Man, because
Tom Holland.
Everyone's was Tom Holland's one, because everyone was a little bit different,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
In terms of the movies,
because Tobey Maguire, it's just built in. He doesn't have the web shooters.
Yeah.
They're They are making a Spider-Man 4.
There?
Yeah, with Tom Holland. I don't know how. Did you watch No Way Home?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how they're
Hold
gonna
on.
do that considering he's forgotten.
Hold on 1 second.
All right. Yeah. Let's see here. This is pretty. Let's see. When he gets back, it's been about an hour, 25 minutes. I say it's a good time to wrap up. What do you think, viewers, that can't talk back to me, but I can talk to, and you guys just have to sit there and listen because you like the podcast. You don't have a choice, people. Once you turn it on, you cannot turn it back off. You're permanently stuck just listening or watching it forever. Welcome back. Hello.
What are you talking about?
Oh. I don't know. I started talking. I was trying to fill the silence.
I heard once you turn on, you can't turn, or I don't know. I don't even know.
Anyway.
Anyways.
I'd say take the 50 million. What about you?
Yeah, same. Only because that's just.
It's too risky, the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really put a lot of time and thought into that.
Yes. I'd say.
I think it's about time to wrap up.
Yeah, it is about time to wrap up. About an hour and 26 minutes.
How long were we focused on that one question?
Focused on that one question for so
Like half
long.
an hour.
That was like 90% of the podcast was just trying to fathom that. But yes, thank you for listening or watching or tuning in.
Yeah.
After
Official
this-
50 million.
Yes, 50 million.
Yeah, you gotta say.
Officially, yes.
Yeah.
Write in, please, everybody, and
Yes, please.
join the Discord server. For news and stuff, and yeah, we'll see you on October 20th. Is the next episode, unless we do some sort of event or something in between now and then. But those are only accessible in the Discord, so gotta join. So yeah, this has been the Timeout Corner Podcast. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.